You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers. It's Thursday, the 6th day of February 2025, and we will bring this edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show to you. Mina Mebel Kabadi say good morning again.
And Mina Al-Hassan Kumar, a pleasure for their good morning, and I want to welcome you to watch the Liberty Breakfast Show. As of course, today is Thursday, the 6th of February 2025, and inside this edition of the program, we look at presidential appointees and some of the roles that we don't play inside the country. Now, again, it's ensure that you stay through the program. You will send a message to the number +232 74 200 545, or you drop a message on the platform outside you watch as we prepare for get a very interactive conversation this morning.
All right, so another from Al-Hassan at this edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show today, we can talk about the performance of presidential appointees where you can go through Parliament at the end of the day, waiting and people here don't do. Is it up to the expectation of the members of Parliament where they elect them? Then issues and they will discuss inside this edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show. And remember, say yourself where they watch the show can send me a message to the number +232 74 200 545, or you drop them in the comment section at the different platform them. Osai, you watch with this morning. We continue with the breakfast show and they look at first issue of the program.
All right, so we'll look at the very first issue inside the program this morning as the Minister of Finance, together with the Minister of Local Government and then partners them, don't go launch the Fiscal Decentralization policy. Osai, this policy go help local council them now the country for do them work effective one and develop the local community. The reporter Matu Sheriff gets more and put this report together.
Tuesday, February 4, the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Local Government, together with them partner them, go launch the Fiscal Decentralization policy. Also, this policy now for provide the fiscal framework for support local council them for able for work effective one and develop them community them. Sheku Ahmed Pantamadi Bangura, now the Minister of Finance and Economic Development, he said this policy now for make sure say they give responsibility to local council them for do them work and make sure say they monitor them for make they able for use the money where then they give them for develop them community them.
This is an important initiative which I believe is aimed at furthering the government commitment in strengthening our local government structures, transfer power communities and local councils. But also ensuring that we build and enhance transparency and accountability and inclusiveness in the delivery of services across our two local councils in the country. Of course, it is embedded in, builds on both the decentralization policy, the national decentralization policy, but also what we are trying to drive through the Big Five National Development Plan, but then also what the Ministry of Finance has developed as a public financial management strategy, within which I think the fiscal decentralization structure itself is really a very core component and core.
Minister of Finance continue say this policy they also help the ministry for continue for provide clear guidance on revenue allocation.
So, and it is aimed to continue to provide clear guidance around how we allocate the expenditures, how we allocate the revenue functions, how we develop the revenue functions, and ensure that the local government system knows what is coming from central government to local government, and then within the local government how those allocations are being done very clearly. It's also ensuring that we have clarity around the revenue structures that are devolved to the local councils, and within the local councils, right down to the chief of structures as well, and clarify those roles and responsibilities that are within them.
Inside in own talk, the Minister of Local Government, Tambalamina, say the ministry they ensure say they work for implement this policy.
There are some bold steps that we need to take in terms of supporting this, and that's what I said to my colleague Minister of Finance in Cabinet, that for us in the Ministry of Local Government, we're not going to be active bystanders. We're going to be very active in ensuring that this policy is implemented to the full, because we do know that we are active beneficiaries as far as this policy is concerned. Again, another area that needs to be looked at is this area, what I probably think of as one-size-fits-all approach. We know that there is a formula for transfer of funds to various localities. But there is also the need for us to look at the various localities and consider which localities need us more, and how we can actually come in to devise a formula that would actually help in leveling up, in the equalization of some of these areas.
It continues say,
the Ministry of Local Government should be the center for the fiscal decentralization. We believe that the Ministry of Finance is an enabler, helping the Ministry of Local Government in terms of distributing these resources, but the Ministry of Local Government playing a central role in actually ensuring that services are delivered to these localities. So that's one area that we really need to look at.
Q. Mohamed Julde Jallo, now the Vice President of Salon and the Chairman for the Interministerial Committee on Decentralization and Local Governments. A call on the local council them, now the country, not for the overtax small business owner them, as well not for make them business then go behind.
Over taxation is not fine for an economy. But the limited tax that you collect, you ensure that you collect them adequately well and be able to use those resources well. So we don't expect councils to overtax, but we expect councils that the limited resources that you have to be able to utilize them very well, to avoid overtaxing small businesses to the extent that you cripple them. The idea is to expand the opportunity for taxes by encouraging more businesses to grow, and then you expand the space.
It continues say the Ministry of Finance for ensure say then give regular funding to local council them for make them able to do them work and develop them community them.